Welcome, everybody, to Conflict Radio. Today is May 22nd, 2022, and we have a long way to go before October gets here. And boy, I'll tell you, it is getting worse and worse and worse by the day, isn't it? The crap is just hitting the fan, literally hitting the fan. The crap is going down. The shit is coming. You guys know it. I know it. You can feel it in your bones. We've got a shitstorm on the way. And it's funny. You gotta wonder, how far has this country gone since Biden showed up here? It's been a while, right? It's been what? A year and a half, I guess? Not even a year and a half. And this country's completely going down the tubes. They can't even get baby formula. Did you see how they're flying in baby formula on military airplanes from other countries? Yet they have no problem stocking it up on the border. I hear there's no problem down there. They got plenty of baby formula down at the border for everybody. And, we keep sending all of this money over to, I guess, Europe, right? I'll say Europe. That way I don't get in trouble. And we all know where it's really going, right? $40 billion just went over there. Gas is going through the roof, and they're still canceling oil leases and everything else. They're shutting down Alaska. We can't have our own oil, right? Can't have that. They used up our reserves. That didn't take long, did it? Remember when they were releasing the reserves? Biden's going to release some reserves to help the pain at the pump. Now, all they did was just take all the oil that we had stored up, and just sold it. They sold it. So now our reserves are gone. So basically, we're at the mercy of everything else. It's almost as if Biden was purposely trying to destroy the United States of America. I mean, does it not feel that way? Do you guys feel good? I'm looking at some of your. It's been a while since I've done a show. Let me give a shout out to everybody here. I see Blue Chickens here, AJK, Davy Jones Locker. How you doing? Ikram Musa is here. Let's see. Hugh Darn. Stefan Gajda is here. Chuck Bam, Mary Kay. How you doing? Will Carr. Let's see who else is in the house. R. Mac. I guess I was going to say Will Carr again, but I said that already. Mary Kay, how you doing? I guess you guys, we've been chatting for a little while, waiting for the show to start. Sup and Stuff is here. How you doing, Sup and Stuff? King of Hukumundu. Summer of Punk coming soon. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. It's coming, isn't it? Renee Cruz, hi, how you doing? Let's see, anybody comment since I started giving shout outs? Lusu79 says hello. Trenchcoat Willie says peace. All right, how are you, Michael? I'm good, Mary Kay. I've been concentrating a lot on getting my stockpiles sorted up. Little Raven says hi from London. I bought a camping stove and it's like a 2-burner camping stove. You hook propane up to a little propane tank, but I bought a converter so I can actually hook it up to the big monster tanks, for barbecuing. And I got a couple tanks in case I lose electricity. I can still get up in the morning and have coffee. That's always a plus, right? Being able to boil water is a good thing. I was reading in, I think, is it Venezuela? In Venezuela, they just went socialist. They did the great socialist thing, and everything's so great in their country over there now. The four items over there that are bartered the most. There's actually a list, and it is powdered milk, coffee, sugar, and there's another one. Powdered milk, sugar, coffee. I forget what the other one was. There's 4. How you doing, Sapphire? Welcome to the show. It's been a little while, guys. I've been. I hope the audio sounds okay. I did a bunch of tests. You guys were in here earlier today, helping me do that. Appreciate it. Hopefully it sounds good. We didn't do a. I guess I deleted them all. I also all of the members' videos that were for members only have been made public. except for the after show stuff. You are ignoring one important fact. There are no mean tweets. Yeah, there's no mean tweets. Isn't that great? Nothing nothing to say about the mean tweets out there, right? I use Sterno to make coffee after hurricanes. I wish I knew what that fourth one was. I can't believe I forgot. It was powdered milk, sugar, coffee, and there was one other thing. Anyway, I got a lot of tobacco and Tops rolling machines, and I got some booze stockpiled. Hey, Doctor Strangelove, how you doing? Got some booze stockpiled for trading and stuff. Got plenty of ammo, ready to go. Right? I guess there was a leaked audio coming out of China. It's like an hour long. You can find it. I guess you can Google it, or I don't know. I don't know if that works. You can duck it. That's what I like to say. Just duck it. Duck, go it. Leaked Chinese generals audio about a D-Day style invasion that they're planning to pull on the west coast of the United States. So wouldn't that be interesting? I wonder if that would be after Newsom just lets them in. Chuck Bam says Jeff Nyquist. He didn't. I don't know if he got the audio. He was the one talking about it. I noticed. I did. Mike Adams was just doing a show on it this morning. I was reading or listening to, I suppose. If anybody's, you can look for the Health Ranger on Rumble and check out his podcast. There's some interesting stuff. They're in Australian waters. Blue Chicken says. Did you guys just go Democrat? That's where I was reading. Wow, Australia went blue. I was like, wow, if they were Republican all this time, man, now that they're blue, you guys are in trouble. Not Quite Human says, bring it in China. Well, we'll see. I think that they've bought a lot of people over here to do what they're doing. They're working with them. You know who I'm talking about. And there's apparently a plan by the White Hats, blah blah blah, and I think we were watching this past October. We're like, oh, Red October. Oh, and I think I even said then, I don't think it's this October. I think it's the next October. So, and I'll tell you, with the rate everything is going on, October can't get here fast enough, right? Not Quite Human says Australia is fucked. It is. Sudanoid. What's up, Conflict of Friends? How's everybody doing? We're just kind of chatting. We're gonna do something different with the. I'm gonna do shows like this. I don't know if I'm gonna have any guests. I don't feel like doing that, but I mean, I'll pop in here every week or 2 weeks, once every week or 2 weeks or so. I guess it's been 3 weeks since I did the last episode, and it's been a nice little break. So, concentrating on getting ready. I think the shit's about to hit the fan. I think people should stock up on stuff. I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I mean, it's not just all of a sudden tomorrow going to start getting better. You guys know that, right? I mean, it's not. We got a lot of worse to do. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be announced. They're saying on Monday it's going to be announced the Roe versus Wade thing. So we already know what's going to happen, but because it was a leak, right? Which is it's a criminal offense. I guess we'll see if anybody gets in trouble for that. And that's supposed to be announced tomorrow, make it official. And the Democrats have called for a summer of hate, right? A summer of rage, I think is what they said. Not hate, rage. A summer of rage. Now, keep in mind, 2 years ago, when everything was going on with Minnesota and the whole George Floyd thing, they called that the summer of love. You remember that? That was a summer of love. I could just imagine what their summer of rage is going to look like, right? Silent Warrior says, stop trying to divide people. No, I'm not trying to divide anybody. I'm trying to be honest, right? Tell the truth. This is what's going on. This is what they're calling for, a summer of rage. That's a fact. Google it. Sapphire Elf says, no, we're going to do more poor burials, and our coal and gas exports. Green and global warming shit is fucked. That's true. Now, I'm not trying to divide anybody. I think that would be, that's what they want. Silent Warrior says, you're dividing people when you say left and right, we're the human race. No, I mean, that's reality, man. People, that's reality. What, are we just going to ignore that there's a left and a right? Come on, man. We've got, what was that? Another joke UFO hearing that came out? What a joke that was. Did you guys see that video that they're playing? And all Shifty Schiff is trying to he's trying to get them to pause it actually on the craft, and it was such a bad video that they couldn't even pause it on the craft that flew through the screen. I mean, I saw it. I mean, I saw it. I get it, but I mean, it could have been a bird, a pigeon. I mean, it could have been anything. I mean, look how fast it was. Well, I mean, the plane's going fast, isn't it? That they're in. I don't know. Davy Jones says Starlink. They can't shut that off. I agree. They can't, can they? That the Russians been trying to do it, and they can't do it. There's no left or right, only human race and our own opinions. Well, my opinion is that there is a left and a right, and your opinion is that there isn't. So it's all right. I'm not trying to divide, man. Just I would love for everybody to realize that we have a pretender in chief right now that is purposely trying to destroy this country. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. It doesn't matter if George Bush was left or right, or Obama was left or right. They were all playing for the same team, right? They're all working for Mr. Dr. Evil, Charles Schwab, right? And all these guys that, I mean, what you trying to tell me that, the reason we're throwing all this money into Ukraine is big bad Russia, or is it because we don't have control over their banks? Thank you for the philosophical opinions, and it's very sweet. Confusion says left and right. Eagle needs both to fly. It's true. It's the globalists versus U.S. Now, I don't know if it's the globalists versus us. It's all. I mean, what we need. It's not about left or right. It's about globalism. Do we want to live in a world that is completely run by globalists? I mean, what is? Have you guys seen what the WHO is doing? And they're going to take over all of the medical decisions of every country on the planet. If there's a country that doesn't listen to them, then all of the other countries have to sanction that country. Do you hear that? That's true. That's something that they're doing, which means that the United States of America, the President of the United States, will have to answer to the WHO and do what they say, right? We'll have to do what some organization that is run by China says, right? We all know that they're run by China. And I think you all know what's coming. This isn't going to be pretty. We are in for some really, really hard times. Jack Flower says nobody voted for them, the government over us. It's true. It's true. But and an actual treaty has to go through the Congress, doesn't it? It has to go through the Congress, and it's not going to go through. Well, think about it this way. The Democrats weren't they? They were all screaming, all screaming about minimum wage, right? When they were running in 2020, minimum wage, minimum wage. They've been in control of the presidency, the House, and the Senate for almost 2 years now, and minimum wage hasn't done a thing, right? They haven't done a thing. All they're doing is sending money to Ukraine and printing more money for their garbage. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Let's see. I saw something here. I'm afraid we won't make it to election day. John Clark says. I was reading. I was reading somewhere that that they're purposely trying to get us in a nuclear conflict before the election, because then that could cancel the election. Because I mean, they won't be able to cheat, right? Because a lot of places have thrown out the those boxes. I guess we can't really talk about that. Davy Jones like 150 billion to Ukraine. Yeah, that's right. I mean, wouldn't that money have been better off maybe going to the American people? Chad Dolan says, prep for as much as you can. Time is short. You know what? I can actually go over here and let me hit this button here, and then I can hit over here. We are under emergency powers, Chuck Bam says. We've been under emergency powers since Trump put us under emergency powers. In fact, did you guys know that Cheyenne Mountain has been locked down since March of 2020? Nobody in, nobody out. In almost what, over 2 years? Think about that. Jackie Flower says, we did not vote for the WHO. That's right. And then, have you saw the show Continuum? No, I have not. Oh, let's talk about monkeypox, right? Woohoo, big scary. All these pictures. Have you seen the scary pictures? Boy, that's coming, isn't it? Get ready for the monkeypox. That's next. All right, so let me scroll back down here, see where we're at. Show us your prep stash so we know what to get. You know what? I'll tell you what I've got. I got a lot of coffee. I got a lot of booze. I have a lot of canned meats. Like every time I go grocery shopping, I'll grab a couple packages of, whatever, whether it be canned salmon or tuna fish or chicken, chicken breast or whatever. A lot of canned stuff. I've got a lot of obviously a lot of toilet paper and I even bought, like, I got a whole bunch of the wipes, because it takes up less space actually. Got a lot of pasta. I've got about 50 pounds of rice, about 50 pounds of beans. I've got a stove. I've got lanterns. I've got candles out my ass. I literally have candles all over the place. And actually, what was really fun was I had a good time. I actually made the candles. I was using like spaghetti sauce jars. I'd wash them up and get the labels off. If you have trouble getting the labels off, if you mix up dish detergent with baking powder, not baking powder, baking soda, that I don't know which one. I think it's the soda, the one you put in your fridge and your freezer, the one you keep in there. If you mix that up with dish soap and then put on the glass jar and then let it sit for about 10 minutes, let it dry, it'll wash right off. That glue and the whole label, everything just comes right off. I'm going to clear my throat. Hang on. I'm going to mute this for a second here. All right. I had to do that. I love homemade candles. Yeah, well, my wife, she used to sell Scentsy. And this was like way back, probably like 10 years ago. So we literally had thousands of unsold Scentsy bars laying all around the house, like in boxes and closets. And what I did was I melted the Scentsy bars one at a time, like in the Scentsy thing, and then used wicks and filled up the, once they melted down, I filled up the jar with the Scentsy and made candles, and they burn great. It's like wax. A lot of people get these Scentsy bars and they'll burn them in their little Scentsy thing until the smell's gone. Then let it dry and scrape it out in the garbage. Don't do that. Dump it in a jar with a wick, and you can use them again. Chop candles. Yes, Jackie says. C2D2, it's not fear porn. China Biden already said monkeypox vax on standby for all U.S. citizens. That's true. We spent over $1 million on monkeypox vaccine. So that'll be the next one, right? Got to have that. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to get these digital passports out there, to keep track of all the vaccines they're gonna make us take, right? And all these people dropping dead of blood clots and heart conditions all of a sudden, or no reason for that. That's just natural, right? I was also looking somewhere that shingles is a I'm trying to think of a word I can use where I don't get in trouble. It's basically a side effect of the. All right. Well, sorry, Jerry Lahane. I gotta hide that. It's pretty much a side effect of the jab. So they're saying that people they're calling shingles that everybody's getting monkeypox. So now we need a separate jab for that, right? And then whatever side effect that causes, we'll need a vaccine for that. This is crazy. All right, let's see. What else do I have? I've got I got a lot of canned tomato sauces, and I've been packing up on a lot of spices. I would imagine rice and beans. You're gonna want different spices and stuff. Because God forbid I get stuck on rice and beans for 2 months. Maybe I can at least change the spices some. Will Carr says it's getting crazy. Man, we're not even close to where this is going, man. We're not even close to where this is going. Lentils. Yeah, I got all kinds of dried beans, Dr. Strangelove. I've got lima beans, lentils, and split pea soup, and all kinds of dried stuff. I've got all kinds of canned stuff. I think what I'm lacking in is fruit. I don't really have any canned fruit, none. I think that's what I'm going to start working on, but boy, I just can't seem to get enough canned meat, seems like. Stocking up on the good stuff. Right? Powdered eggs. Right? Get some powdered eggs going. I had a lot of like hamburger meat and chicken tenderloins and stuff like all freeze-dried, or not freeze-dried, but like vacuum sealed in bags in my freezer. But if we lose power, I mean, what good is it having a whole bunch of meat in a freezer? If we're looking at, the grid going down or something. So I've been trying to get stuff in cans. Canned fruit is good. Yes. Could you pickle your stuff? Yeah, I guess I haven't done any of that stuff myself. If I buy anything pickled or anything like that, I'll buy it already jarred up. Freeze drying is the way to go. I agree. Okay. Astronaut ice cream. Haven't gotten any of that. Last resort, eat your cats. It's true. Especially when I run out of cat food, right? Cat food's a big thing. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's hard to find cat food anymore. I mean, there's crappy Meow Mix and stuff out there. If you want to give your cat, garbage. But I've got a lot of trying to stock up on cat food and all kinds of stuff. Powdered milk, evaporated milk. Yeah, that's the key. Yeah, I got a bunch of you know what? I can switch. I got this stupid camera here. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that right now. I got a cam, but I think it's like this thing's got to be like one of the first webcams ever created. It's really bad. So one day I'm going to hood that up. Oh, just so you guys know, I wanted to talk about this a little earlier, and then we got into other stuff. Yeah, I have a friend of mine who has a farm, doesn't live too far from me. I get all my eggs from them, like fresh. Let me tell you something. There's a big difference when you're eating scrambled eggs or hard boiled eggs or something. I make my wife loves deviled eggs. When you're making deviled eggs or eggs with an egg that was laid like a day or two before, man, you want to talk about good eggs. That's some good stuff. Costco membership goes a long way for prepping. It does. We have a Sam's Club membership, and I use it for gas now. I never bothered with it before. Like, oh well, it's 10 cents cheaper. Oh, so I can get gas for $1.50 instead of $1.70 or whatever. Like, big deal, right? But I mean, I guess it was, but I mean now it's like, well, do I want to pay $4.70 for a gallon of gas, or do I want to pay $4.40 for a gallon of gas, or $4.30? It's like, yeah, I'm going to Sam's. I'm going to Sam's to get gas now. Even this is crazy. Do you know I was reading in Washington and the West Coast, Portland or Washington, Oregon, California, they had to recalibrate the gas machines, the machines at the gas station, because they couldn't make it more than $9.99 a gallon. I know we're not there yet, but the fact that they've recalibrating the machines to be able to accept double digits in the dollar area, we're going over $10, guys, for gas. That's coming. That's coming. It's coming. This is where we're going. All right, we're watching the emergency declaration that the military taking over food. The military is literally taking over baby formula, and that's just a test. That's a test. They're working out the kinks because the military is going to be taking over all food. All food. It's going to get bad, guys. The summer of rage is coming, and we all know we need to get to the precipice, right? Before we start seeing the arrests. And pay attention to what's going on with Durham, this trial that you don't hear anything about on like the fake news. Nothing, right? Nothing. But man, this stuff's coming out. Hillary knew and she approved of the whole thing. How much money did we pay for the Mueller investigation? Remember that? We hired Mueller to look into all this. It was like $30 million. I think she's going to have to pay that back. She should have to pay for that. And she approved of it? So you're telling me Mueller never found out any of this? So Mueller, after spending $30 million investigating all of this, never found any of this out? Boy, he was quiet on a lot of it, wasn't he? King of Hundamundu says, cases going up again, gas prices, not to mention the illegals coming in with new diseases. Not to mention, have you seen these illegals coming in? These people coming across the border, they're all men in their 20s. This is crazy. This is crazy, guys. We've got a war coming. We do. And if we don't, we're going to be on the. I mean, they're obviously trying to collapse the dollar, right? I mean, how could you be seeing what's going on and know that? Oh well, they're trying to do what's best for the country. They're trying to do what's best for the country. Like, really? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right. So anyway, I was gonna say, let me get my cat off here. Get off. I was gonna say, I'm gonna be doing some members only shows, and I'm going to, basically what I want to do is and I was talking to my aunt about it, and you guys know my aunt. She's on the Paranormal Portal podcast. All right. Whereas I can talk about things that happened to me in my life when I was younger. My mother dying and things like that. So if you want to get to know me personally, as I try to, I guess, get things in order as far as my memories go. Like, you know, like if I was to, you know, basically, long story short is my mother killed herself over things that was going on in the family for like when I was 12. And I grew up, I went to 9 different high schools. I probably was in like 20 different foster homes, different homes, things. Absolute crazy, 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, through my 20s, growing up, just, traveling the country. I lived in 49 states. No, no lie. I'm serious. 49. And I have a lot of memories, a lot of things that I should probably write down from things that I've done. But instead of doing that, I'm just going to on the members in the members section. I'm going to start going through and being like, okay, well, I remember this incident happened like around this year, and then try to keep track of, that way I can get all of my stories down, and then I can go through it and look at the order it all happened in later, kind of like I guess just like a personal recollection diary or something. But I've decided I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do that in the members section. That way, if you don't care, you don't have to hear it, right? A lot of people might not care. I don't blame you. There's some cool stories, some pretty cool experiences. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing in the members channel. I'm probably going to be doing that once a week for like an hour or so in the members area. And every once in a while, we'll come in here, and I'm working on some things for this show. I'm trying to get L.A. Marzulli on, and we're going to have Scott Mitchell on again here pretty soon. And we're going to start doing some things again, but I'm not going to commit to every Monday and every Thursday like before. And I'm not even going to commit to certain days. Like today's Sunday. I don't normally do shows on Sundays. Or I didn't, right? But I might. Hey Bash, how you doing? Yeah, deep inside, Doctor Strange. The member stuff is gonna be deep and very personal. So if anybody wants to check out that stuff, it'll be in the members section. And just a disclaimer, so everybody knows, I think it's been about a year since Jared has been off the show, and the amount of money made from the members section where that stuff was made, I told everybody that after a year I'd give him 30%, but the money made from those videos didn't even cover the cost of production. So all those are back to being public. And I got a cat on my desk again. Come on, Doc. Here you go, buddy. Doc Holiday. It's my cat's name. I have another cat named Cheese, and I have another cat named Ash. They're a couple, Cheese and Ash. Ash took Cheese's last name, Trey. So I have Ash Trey and Cheese Trey and Doc Holiday. And then I had another cat named Zelda, but she's about 6 years older than the other cats. These 3 cats are all kittens, really. Well, I guess they're all about a year old now. It's been about a year that we've had them. But the other one's like 8 years old, and her name's Zelda. But I call her Zelda now. She's Zelda the Elder. That's what I call her. Zelda the Elder, Doc Holiday, Cheese, and Ash Trey. That's true. 4 cats. All right. Armac says, I would love a zombie apocalypse that would top it all off. I mean, come on. We've all watched The Walking Dead, right? Before the show went to crap. Remember back when it was good? I mean, I haven't watched it in years. But boy, it'd be interesting to live that way, wouldn't it? See, the problem with that is I think it's coming to that, but instead of zombies, it's going to be Chinese people. That's what I think. and they're going to be with guns and stuff. And the funny thing is, have you guys noticed that the when they announced all of these javelins they've been sending over, overseas, we don't we don't have that many here in the U.S. anymore, and they announced they can't make any more because they can't get the parts. Right? China's not delivering the parts. Huh? Isn't that funny? So now we're sending all these weapons and missiles and everything else overseas, where they're getting blown up pretty much right away by the Russian military, and we can't build anymore. We can't replace them. Vash says, "Have we covered the monkey?" We have covered the monkey. We're talking about it, and boy, they're getting ready for that one to go, aren't they? Chuck Bannon says, "Whatever happens to you, it is your fault. You agree to it in your soul contract." I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know, Chuck. I mean, we've done shows on that. I don't know what to buy into anymore. I think we're all here for a reason. We're all here to witness something, which would be fun. All right. So this is, I guess, the part where I should ask everybody for a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up to the video. Do appreciate it. Try not to skip the commercials. It does help every little bit. I guess I had to pay StreamYard again. That sucked. I hate paying people to do a show. Though I did cancel the picture thing, so the pictures aren't going to probably be as cool. I'm using like Pixpay or something. Okay, we'll listen to the show after. Bash, I mean, we really didn't talk much about it. I mean, it's everything's going to shit, man. Corn pox. Timbo, that's a good one. That'd be crazy if something started coming around corn pox, right? Corn pox is a bad disease. You guys missed the show? You guys been bored? I miss doing the show. I don't miss all the technical stuff. I guess, man, it took me a while to get today to get the audio sounding good. I think the audio sounds good. At least it did on the test. I didn't touch anything since then. I did like 4 tests, and they all sounded like crap. And then finally, I figured something out. I was like, well, let me turn everything down. I guess I had like one thing down all the way, and everything else was cranked. And then I turned up the other one thing, and then turned everything else down, and that seemed to really help a lot. It's probably the simplest thing, the simplest stuff, right? That made the sound so bad. I'll tell you. You know what really upset me? I was doing that show with my aunt, and that was such a personal show for me. And when I went back to try to listen to it later, I was devastated. The sound was so horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And I was like, wow, I can't believe I spent like an hour and a half, like basically ripping my soul out, and it sounds like that on YouTube. All right, Dr. Strangelove. Are you guys arguing about something? Am I missing something? Strangelove only if you think you're funny, being disrespectful, amigo. Guys, stop fighting, man. We got enough. We got enough things to worry about since fighting in the chat. Teach your dog and sight in your guns at the same time. I'll tell you, we've got some of the worst times coming up that we could probably ever. I mean, remember when we thought like the precipice was like, you know, January 6th, right, or the 19th, right? We're waiting then, boy. So, I mean, I'm hoping. Could you imagine if October? I think things are going to start going downhill really fast. I really do. I think that within the next couple weeks, we're going to see how bad things are going to get, and it's going to get bad. Mary Kay says, "At least you peeps are armed." That's true, but they're coming for him, aren't they? You know, with the Buffalo, that guy in Buffalo who's wearing the same symbols as the Ukrainian army. You know, the N word we can't mention. That, I guess the Nazis, right? Should I say that? I don't want anybody to think it's a different N word. I'm talking about Nazi. Chuck says no white hats after all. You know that if you go far enough left, does it actually come back around right again? So if they say far right, they're really talking far left. A friend of mine said that this is the Fourth Reich, but the Fourth Reich wasn't never about globalism, right? The Third Reich wasn't about globalism. The toilet paper wars will start again in the Walmarts near you. They want your nuns. Yeah, it's a typo. And since when do we support the Nazi over pudding? Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing, right? Though, I don't understand. It's like we have two sides, right? We have Russia fighting the Nazis, and we're arming the Nazis. I guess I can't. We can't talk about that. They'll take this down. See, that's so frustrating, right? But that's because they've infiltrated and they've bought all of they own all of these platforms. That's the problem. China owns all of this, and they think that, oh well, okay, so we'll let China take over the world, and we'll help them so that they're really nice to us. Maybe let us keep some of this money we're stealing. I got news for you guys. As soon as I mean it's like they're just gonna come after you then, right? Oh, I saw that, Chad. Chad Dolan says, here, let's see. Biden wants a gun registry. I saw that. I saw that. And you have to be approved by the Department of Justice if you want to buy a weapon. That's what it says in the Constitution, right? Will Carr says, I feel safe in Canada. I'd probably, I don't know. I mean, it sucks you guys don't have guns. You've got a lot of places to hide up there. It's like Canada's like 80% forest, isn't it? There's a lot of just miles and miles and miles and miles of just nothing but forests. Mr. Fox says, finally, Mr. Fox, how you doing, buddy? Oh yeah, it is. Hello, peeps. Everybody's here. I think. Is everybody here? I think we're missing a few people. But I pop in here. It's been a while. Right? Hugh Darn says, woo, Mr. Fox. I'm in Alberta. You know what's bad about Canada is it gets, I would imagine, I've never been to Canada, but I would imagine that it gets cold as shit up there in the winter. Like you need to you're not just going to hide under a blanket with a candle next to you. You've got to actually have a fireplace and chop wood all the time. Right? You have to be out there all the time chopping wood, cutting down trees. Minus 40. I can, you can keep that. Big Chinese training drills going up on that. Did you guys see that? I guess we were talking about this earlier. That leaked audio. Which, anybody can change the words to. We've all seen that Hitler video, right? Where it's like, they put different words on there for all kinds of different things. Where he's throwing the pencils and stuff, and he's always getting upset about something else. I think a lot of them are funny as hell. Some of them are stupid, but A lot of them are funny, but that just goes to show you that, I mean, you could put words in front of anybody screaming some language you don't understand. Right? So I don't take too much of that, seriously. But boy, they were definitely talking about something. Canada has China troops in BC. Well, we've got a ton here too. They're saying that we have in the United States, we have over 200,000 Chinese students here. And somebody was saying that 80% of them are probably special forces. So we've already got, like, say, if even half were, we've already got 100,000 Chinese special forces in this country right now already. China has a base in North Canada. They also have a base in Mexico, right on our border. Do you guys know that? David Jones Locker says, good things are happening behind the scenes. I agree. And we better hope so. We better hope that's true. And we better believe that and manifest that, because that's our only hope. That is our only hope, guys. That there is this white hat thing taking place behind the scenes, and that this chess game and everything is looks like follow the plan, right? We got to go to the precipice, right? Which is coming, and it's going to be bad. We're going to lose a lot of cities this summer. I'm telling you. Watch. Not to mention the food shortage that's coming. China's on lockdown. If any of you follow Monkeyworks, don't get me started on the UFOs, Chuck. This UFO community is so freaking stupid. I am so sick and tired of the same people talking about the same shit over and over and over again. Like that's the only thing that matters. I have just as many questions about UFOs as everybody else, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about the same thing over and over and over again. Watch the same video. Let's talk about the same video for the next month, all with a different guest. Get out of here. I'm so sick of this. So stupid. I mean, we all know what's going on. They're covering something up. We all know that. I don't need to have 20 different people on to tell me that, for me to believe it. What does your heart tell you? I can look out there every night and see. Oh, and guys, I did try to. I actually stopped the car out in the middle of freaking nowhere one day. I was going to go live to try to show you guys this triangle that's been hovering over my town for like the last 3 months, and I can't get crap on my phone. It's like nighttime or something. But I have been talking to my wife about upgrading my phone. I think I got the iPhone 10. I think they're coming up on like 15 now or something. So I'm like 4 models behind or something. So I'm going to try to upgrade my phone, and I'll specifically, when I'm in there buying one, I'm going to be like, I want to be able to, take a picture of the stars, So I'm working on that. But there has been a triangle hovering over Huntsville for like 3 months now, 4 months. Every night it's up there in the same exact spot. And I've got some other videos. Let's see if I can get this one here. I think I can email this one to me. Hang on. Give me just a second. I'm sorry, guys. I think somebody sent me one. A friend of mine here in Huntsville sent me a UFO video of that was filmed right here. It's actually a pretty good video. I think it's never been seen. So let me find it here. There it is. I can email it to myself. Here we go. More forward to info. Wait, hang on. That's not it. I done messed something up. Cancel. I don't want to delete. All right, save. All right, so now I need to go to my cameras. Hit that. Now I can email it. Email. Edit actions. Proton mail. My Gmail. Oh, here we go. Info at conflictradio.com. All right. Let me send that to myself. I'll play it for you guys right now. Let's see here. Bring up my mail. I just heard it, so I got it. All right, let me share my desktop. There we go. One attachment. Open. Okay. Close that. All right, hang on. There it is. I gotta share my screen. Hang on. You guys are gonna dig this. This is a pretty cool little video. Let's see. Share screen. Share screen. Select Windows. Screen 1. Allow. Okay, here we go. I think I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of the background. All right, there we are. All right, here we go. Check this out, guys. This is actually pretty cool.
Like that's what we did whenever Giovanni died. Like we set those off one night.
Man, this should go forever too, cuz.
That's not coming out very good, actually.
Shit, dude, that's fucking wild.
All right, so maybe I can make that smaller. I think it's too big. Let's see. I don't know how to move this now. Wait, there we go. Let's get rid of that. See if we can see this.
Like that's what we did whenever Giovanni died. Like we set those off one night.
Man, this should go forever too, cuz.
You guys probably can't see that very well.
The fuck is that shit, Mike?
Yeah, it doesn't look very good there, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know. See, yeah, that's how it would look on my phone too, actually. Like my phone now. Anyway, let me throw that back up there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Did you see that at all? No. The Galactic Federation. What a human name. Desktop. LOL. All right. Yeah. No, I can't see anything. Yeah, you couldn't really see it. Oh well. It looked pretty cool on my phone. Anyway, looked a lot better. Maybe I'll put it up on Discord. Maybe it'll look better on Discord. I'll try that. All right, guys. So go check out Discord, and I'll put it up on there when the show's over, which is going to be in about 5 minutes. So, any of you guys have any questions or anything you want? Any questions or anything? I know, I don't know. I don't know if it was a good show or not or whatever. Just kind of come in here and make it a write-off. Yeah, trying to make everything a write-off. I have a question, Dr. Strangelove says. Go ahead, Doctor. What's your question, man? What you got going on? Any good Bigfoot news? No? None that I've heard. I haven't seen them. When is the next show? I don't know. I have no idea. Many countries supply Ukraine with weapons. That's true. But none of them even come close to... I think there's only one other country that has donated more than $1 billion. We've donated like more than 100 billion, and I think the next second in line is like 1.2 billion from like the UK or something. So good to have you back, Twitter and Musk. What do you think? That's interesting. I honestly think that there's going to be a big court case coming up, and I think Twitter's going to wind up giving Musk $1 billion, and I think they're going to get exposed. I think the whole thing was a setup. I think Twitter is totally set up. He's not going to pay that money for a platform. Probably 50% of it is bots. Think about that. They said that out of Biden's 20 plus million followers on Twitter, over half of them are fake accounts. Think about that for a second. That's crazy. I don't know. I think it's all coming up. Midterms will be stolen again. I don't think so. I think maybe they'll be able to, they'll steal a few seats here and there in different places, obviously, where they still, where the cheating's rampant. But they're not going to do it in Georgia. They're not going to do it in Wisconsin. There's a lot of these, even in Minnesota. Even Minnesota's cleaning up. Think about that. So, yeah. Crackshot says, yeah, advertisers will be pissed. Think about it. If I wrote a program that was all program and charged advertisers to advertise to a program, oh yeah, I think the whole thing was a setup. I think Twitter's done. I think they're done. They're done. And Elon might pick up the crap show that's left over, but we'll see. All right, guys. So let me I guess chat for another minute and a half, and at least get an hour here, and see how everybody's doing. Did you see Australia voted in our own Yeah, I saw that, Vash. That's what I was saying. Like, if you guys, I was reading, I couldn't believe it. I was almost shocked to hear it. They were like, "Oh, Australia's gone blue." I was like, "Holy crap!" All of that crap that's been going on in Australia for the last 2-3 years has been under the other side. Well, you guys are so screwed now. You guys are really screwed, and they stole that. That was stolen. You guys are screwed, man. If I was in Australia, I'd want to make a boat and get the hell out of there. You better make a boat and start paddling, because man, this shit's really gonna get bad for you guys. Wow, I couldn't believe that. I thought you guys were blue this whole time. Wow, unbelievable. You guys got like you guys must have had like the George Bush of the right side of things in there. Man, you guys are done. I couldn't believe that. I mean, I don't know anything about really your guys' politics over there, but I couldn't believe that you guys, that I saw that. I was like, wait a minute, they're just now turning blue. What? Wow. Yeah, you guys need to get out of there. I don't know. Start building an ark. Get your way together. Get the hell out of there. Yeah, not quite human. It was rigged. And of course it was. Of course it was. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this, guys. Nobody wants this. We're being completely taken over. We have got to take back our countries. All of our countries. Canada needs to take back their country. The United States needs to take back their country. Australia needs to take back their countries. They're all bought and paid for by the same people. This is crazy. How many billion people on this world, and we're being run by maybe a couple thousand people. Everybody else is following along because they need a job. Oh, I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Just doing my job, man. Oh my God. We're in big trouble. People need to stop doing their job and start doing what they believe in. Mike Adams is reporting China has plans to invade the USA soon. Yeah, we're talking about that earlier, damn Skippy. If you want to check that out. I know France too. You're exactly right. Look what's going on in Pennsylvania. Have they even got the results of that election yet? Or are they still counting? And we're not calling it yet. we're gonna go scrape out some more drop boxes somewhere. Surely there we can find some votes for our guy somewhere else. Man, I don't know what to tell you. Seems like no one wants to be the first to put a foot forward on that one. Well, we'll see. Bring it on, China. Well, I mean, they got a lot of people, man. And we're apparently running out of weapons to fight them with. I mean, we're going to fight the Chinese with Molotov cocktails? Because all our other weapons, all our weapons are gone. Barry says red wave. It's true. It's coming. And they use these bots and everything else on Twitter to make us feel like we're in the majority. We're not. We're not in the majority. We're not in the minority. We're the majority. We're just being fooled and lied to. We need to wake up. We need to take over. We need to take over our local shit. Because that's how it's supposed to work, right? From the bottom up. Not from the top down. From the bottom up. And that's how we need to do it. We need to take over our local shit. We need to take over our school boards. We need to take over our city councils. That's what we need to do. We need to get down to the polls and be a poll worker. All right? That's what we need to do. We need to get out there and start getting involved. All right, guys. I guess I'm going to let you guys go. It was what, like 3.5 weeks or so ago that I did the last show. It's not going to be that long this time. I do want to, pop in. Like I said, as long as you guys don't mind this, leave a comment down in the description box and let me know what you think. I mean, right? I mean, if you want me to come back and just do more shows like this where I'm just kind of yapping my mouth and chatting with you guys a little bit. I mean, I know a lot of you guys, you'll be here. I know a lot of you guys, are into, the only thing you want to listen to is, like we all know about what's going on with the UFO, hearing that just happened, but I want to hear what this person and this person have a conversation about. And tomorrow I want to hear what that person has to say about it with that person. I want to hear what 50 million people have to say to 50 million other people about the same stupid thing. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to be a part of that. We got way more things going on than to talk to 100 different people about the same thing. We know something's out there. We know they're working with somebody. And we should have Elizondo Greer showdown. I mean, if I was to pick one of those that I would trust, it'd be Greer. Though I think he's making it all up. I think he's just bullshitting everybody else. Just everybody's got their own thing. You guys see the new David Wilcox video, right? Where he was raped by reptilians. That guy's such a joke. It's funny. He wears the same blue shirt, but it looks like he lost some weight. He's not puffing out of it anymore. I guess his wife got tired of him yelling at her on air, so she left him. Did you see that? I remember watching some of those shows where he'd be yelling at her in the background, like, turn that camera on, turn this light on, turn that camera on. Rawr, 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 rawr. Totally going off on her. My wife's sitting there like, boy, you talk to me that way. We got problems, buddy. Well, I guess he got problems. She threw him out. He's like in some cabin somewhere. Ugh. That guy, freaking guy. I don't know why he just can't be real. People just need to be real, man. All right, guys. I hope you all had a good show. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope I didn't waste too much of your time. I do. You guys have got to get ready, get prepared. I mean, everything you can. If you go if you go to the grocery store and you're buying milk and eggs and toilet paper, throw a couple cans of tuna fish in the bag, and then when you get home, put the tuna fish away. Get you a 15-pound bag of rice. It's still there. It's still in the store. At least where I am. I don't know about everybody, but I mean, there's still food in my store. I get out there and get it in your house, because if anything, you're going to save money, because it's only going to go up in price. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to get more expensive, so you'll just save money. I've been trying to talk my wife into letting me get two 5-gallon jugs of gasoline that I can keep on my porch. That way, if I need to bug out somewhere, I can get, if I have a full tank in the car, that's 300 miles. Another 10-gallon, that's another 300 miles. Yeah, that's 600 miles. If I got a couple cans of gas stashed, that's what I told her. I said, if we just had a couple, 10 gallons of gas, stored away, that can make the difference on getting to your parents' house. Like we can get to her parents' house, or maybe we can get up into the mountains or something. If we have to. I don't know. It just doesn't hurt to be ready. So get ready, guys. Every little bit, buy something for yourself to put away, because it's gonna get really bad. Y'all know it is. And this is Conflict Radio. Until next time, batten down the hatches, everybody. Be safe. Greetings and welcome to Conflict Radio.